Hey Michelle, this is a real quick tutorial showing you quickly how to use the new Brainless Tees website and design studio. So, because you're going to be doing mostly stuff for the school, or you'd be directing people to do stuff at the school, you'll come up here and click on schools. Then you can come down here, click on the Camas C, and this is the Camas Papermaker dedicated school store. From here, to create a design, you go into the design studio. Okay? It will open up the application. You can start with a blank canvas, though I really discourage people from doing this because starting with a blank sheet is very difficult to do. If you have an account, if you've created an account, then you can save designs off and come back to them over and over again, share them with people. They can modify them and save them off themselves, and you guys can collaborate on things. If you come over here to design templates, this is the place that I suggest that most people start. Click on this. Then what you can do is say you're designing something for the Camas Papermakers soccer team. Okay, so you can come down here, click on sports and activities. You can come to soccer, and you'll see lots of designs that are available, lots of templates. Now, just because I'm going to show you how I can convert a basketball design and take this design and turn this into a soccer design. So what I will do is start out with something. Come up here, let's grab this one here. So what I tell people to do is generally just find something that you like the shape of it. There's something about it that makes you happy. So in this case here, what I would do is come up here, grab your product, change it to the color that you want it to be. Dark heather is real popular. Okay, close that window. Now you can see that it's kind of small. So you zoom in, and now you can kind of see a whole lot more of what you're doing. You can select it, scale the whole thing out. As soon as it starts bumping into the design area, boundary, it'll stop expanding. So if you came back here, selected everything, your design area, the magenta lines show up when you're centered in the box. So this is especially important to remember when you're designing a shirt, because the design area on a shirt is significantly larger. So by default it throws it in the center of your design area. So if you select all, now you can move it up and you got a nice big chest print. So from here you can go and you'll zoom in, and so let's convert this over to a soccer design. So what we can do is click on layers, because a lot of this stuff is stacked up. So you can come here, click on this, change your text to Camas. Whoops, let's do that all in caps. Okay, so we've got Camas. Let's make this a little bigger. Move this up a little bit. Keep that magenta line on, and we're centered. Okay, so in this case here, what I think I want to do is select everything, move it down just a little bit. Click off, go to my layers, select this. Now, the arch is not quite as much as I'd like it to be, so I can add to here and make it arch a little more. Okay? If my spacing is just a little bit too tight and I want to push it apart, I can pump this out. It did not like it when I so if I come over here to curve and then scale this thing back, let's zoom back out. So layer, Camas, shrink this down. I'll record this and leave all of the goof ups in here, just because this happens. everybody has goof ups and problems. So, move my spacing out a little bit. If I don't like this font, there are several collegiate fonts, and then you could click on this and launch into all of this. There are something in the neighborhood of 750 fonts with the different variations on them. Okay, so from here we're going to get that soccer or the basketball off of there. So layers, and we'll go like that. Get that off of there. So I'll come over here to artwork, clip art. We're going to go to design elements first, because I sort of liked some of that I was seeing. Basic elements, and then we'll just come scrolling down here until I find something that I think I'd like behind my soccer ball. Okay, so behind my soccer ball I think I'll put this. Okay, so we'll scale this up a little bit, and then make sure that we're centered, and then we'll go to layers, and we'll move this back a little bit, so now it's in front of sports camp. Okay, so from here I need to get a soccer ball. Go to my clip art, come down here to sports, and there are mountains of clip art in here. We'll come down here to soccer so that you can kind of see some of the artwork that's available. There is a lot of artwork. You're not limited very much at all. So these are some of the pieces that are available for use. Okay, so I'm going to come up here and I think I'll grab this one right here. So I can take this, and as long as I've got that magenta line, I am centered left to right. Okay, so from here I'm going to go layers and start pushing this down. Okay, so there I am again. So we're going to leave this as a sports camp. Now let's change this to, let's leave it that way. And then we'll change this All-Stars to just soccer. Okay? And so from here, let me show you real quick the levers for this. So this here just changes the shape this way and keeps everything in scale. This here stretches that way, and this stretches this way. So I'm going to back up a couple and bring that back to the way that it was. So from here, I think I'll go ahead and grab a different shape. So if I grab the bulge, yes, when I make it farther that way, it squeezes it. So that should work. If it's just got a little bit of a squeeze to it, that'll look kind of cool. Okay, now I'm sure that it is apparent to you that these are not Camas High School colors. So we've got a couple of different ways to address this. So we can either grab each individual piece here, and if I want this to be red, I can go like that. Or I can back up and I can grab everything that's blue and turn that red. Everything that's orange and turn it either to this shade of gray or another shade of gray. And so from here, I'm almost to where I want to be. I've got two different colors of black, so I can grab this one here and turn it into this black with no noticeable difference, but it reduces a color that I'm printing. So if I want this gray to turn into this gray, that's all I need to do, and I've saved myself another color. So from here, from here, what I would do is grab this, and I think that that needs a black outline, and so that it shows up a little better. And we'll go layers. I think this soccer should be black so that it stands out a little more. And I think that this layer here would probably be best if it was just brought down here and left like that. So, from here, what you can do is you can save this thing off. Okay, if you have an account, saving this off will make it so that you can return back and access it. Okay, so from here you can send it to people, other people to take a look at, and what do you think of my new design? They can go in and modify it and save it off. When they save it off, it will not screw up your design because they can't access your account, but they can access your design and make their modifications and email you back, and so you guys can collaborate and come to a final decision. You can share this on whatever platform you like to work on. What will happen is, after we get all done and you come back to your organization has settled on a design, you can come up to something like this. So this is what we set up for Richmond Tigers, which is our fictitious spirit store. So in here you can come, and so like if the Richmond Tigers decided this is their soccer shirt for the year, we would get rid of these other the designs that we're not actually using, so that there's no confusion. They can show up. Everybody knows, go to brainlesstees.com, go to the stores page, and you'll be able to purchase your spiritware there. So from here, you can take it, throw it on a shirt, at this point a coffee mug, hoodies, tank tops, t-shirts. So if we throw this on a tank top, it will give us our color options, and it'll give us a preview of what it'll look like on the different colors. Okay, now you can add shirts. So in this case here, after it's already in the store, we can make it so that you can just purchase one piece. Okay, add to the cart, and then it will tell you that that it's successfully added to the cart. You can view your cart, and in this case here, I've already added quite a few things to this cart because I was making videos earlier in the day. So this is one of the things that I really like that we're able to do now, is you can come down here and you can add names and numbers to whatever you're doing. Whoops. Hit enter, and it will calculate everything up. So from here, each individual person can place their order for what they're doing, check out, and then we can after we've settled on the design, we will have all sorts of different things to different options, so that if you want to make it so that we ship everything to the school and they pick the stuff up at the office, we can do that. If you want to come by Brainless Tees and pick up the order, that's fine too. One of the things that we're just going to build it into the price is make it so that each order that comes in, we will bag it up for shipping. and whether the customer gets charged for shipping and we send it to their house, or we throw it in a box and we ship the whole box to the school, or if you want to come by and pick up the whole box, all of the orders will be completely individualized, and it'll be just a matter of handing them out. So you let us know how you want to do it. What we want to do is give 10% back to the school. We'll do 5% just as our own personal default. But if you have your kids participating in whatever program, come to the website and participate in a design competition. I'll have some details that'll follow shortly, but we'll have design competitions, and whoever the winner is will get a free hoodie on us. But we'll give 10% back to the school and earmark it to whatever program it's that's involved. But this is one of the ways that we want to encourage interaction at the website and with us. So anyway, this is just a real quick overview of how the design studio works and how we're going to be able to help you in the future. At this point we're just doing apparel plus mugs. Shortly we'll be adding flip-flops, and we'll be adding hats and a whole bunch of other pieces. So stickers and a whole bunch of other things, so that whatever design you come up with, you don't have to switch designs on stickers, switch designs on hats, because you're getting these things done all over the place and through different people. Everything can be done through us. Everything can look the same. So anyway, Michelle, that's the video.